This is a first for me. The very first. So I just want to welcome you all and remind you that you can hear this on the speakers or on FM dial 89.1. A little bit of housekeeping. The Maine CDC, Maine Department of Ed, recommends that if your car windows are open, that everyone in the car please have a face covering. All guests must wear a mask anytime they need to exit the vehicle and when the car windows are open. Families must remain in their cars during this entire event, although there are some bathroom facilities over here for emergencies. If anyone must leave their car to use the facilities, they should have a face covering, please. The facilities will be sanitized between each use. We are a tobacco-free campus and all other district policies are in effect. I really want to say thank you to Leavitt Area High School, the staff, Principal Evanshaw. We had kind of the same idea and he let us join in to use this amazing stage. And I quickly want to just say thank you and mention the names of our staff: Brian Brito, Melanie North, Fatma Saad, Larry Saroys, Pam Lanyon, Stacy Keniston, Kelly Cabral, Josie Castange, and Tricia Sawyer, of whom I would never even be up here yet. We'd still be in the office getting things together. This staff has worked some long hours in addition to also teaching online to make this very different but very memorable. A memorable event for you today. And although it's different from the traditional ceremony we all know, this is equally special and celebratory. I want to thank our volunteers who have been out here helping to park, to help hand out popcorn, and generally run all over the place today. I also want to welcome our school board members. They are parked out there next to you. Jessica Nichols, Corinne Bauman, Joan Nickerson, and our chair, Betsy Bullard. I also want to welcome our superintendent, Kim Brant, and all the family and friends and our graduates that are here today. In the spirit of different and unusual, like everything else this year, we've already awarded our honor cords that you will see our graduates wearing. They're gold, black, or a white-green color, and they each have meaning. I'm going to quickly tell you what those are. The gold cords are for National Honor Society inductees. So if you have one on, now you know what it's for. It's to provide meaningful recognition to deserving adult education students that help the students improve employment opportunities and to develop student ambassadors for our adult education programs. To qualify for the National Adult Education Honor Society membership, adult ed students must demonstrate the following attributes: dependable attendance, cooperative attitude, and work ethic. Students are nominated by the faculty and they are going to receive a certificate, a lapel pin, and all members also receive a letter of recommendation from the National Adult Education Honor Society chapter. We will be mentioning as they come get their diploma that each award winner who has received this. Those students with black cords are for students who have earned the state authorized certification for work ready. They've successfully demonstrated 7 work competencies and developed concrete skills necessary to get a job, such as resume writing and interviewing. And participants also learn the basic qualities that constitute a good employee, including reliability, punctuality, a strong work ethic, and a positive demeanor. Each student who wears this cord will also receive a credential issued by the Maine Department of Education and recognized by employers through the state. The white and green cord is our high set honor cord. Any student who scores in the college ready category in all 5 subject areas of the standardized national high school equivalency test has received that honor cord. So, students, you've heard me talk to you and sometimes talk at you all year long, so you get to suffer through it for a moment one more time. In the theme of the drive-in movie, we handed you popcorn and tickets, and now This is kind of the preview to the part of the show before we get to the reason you all came here. To everyone in attendance, we are premiering a new way of celebrating, and an epic new way. When this pandemic hit, the staff had to quickly learn a new way to reach and a new way to teach our students. And all you graduates here today had to become adaptable, flexible, and learn to be more creative, especially since nothing has gone as you planned back in September. Working together, they all learned to Zoom, WebEx, Google, and group text, and learn that school can happen outside of a regular day. School happened in the evenings and on the weekends. And we also have profound appreciation for your flexibility and your bravery in the face of this unknown. This is a historical time for you, and you are all a big part of history. Someday, you'll be sitting with your grandchildren, telling them the story of the time you had to have a drive-in style graduation. And although it may not seem like it now, this is something you will look back on and know that this made you all unique. Unique in your achievements, unique in the challenges you faced, and unique in your celebration. So, again in the drive-in, from the lyrics of "There's no business like show business," let's go on with the show. It is my pleasure to introduce to you first Ben Tucker. Mr. Tucker is one of 7 regional representatives for United States Senator Angus King Jr. His territory for Senator King includes Androscoggin, Oxford, Franklin, and Somerset counties, and Ben has worked as part of the Senator King's state staff for nearly 8 years. He lives in Norway, Maine, and he's both honored and privileged to be part of this exciting day for MSAD 52 Adult Education Class of 2020. In the spirit of our drive-in movie theme, he will be introducing our keynote this evening, who comes to us via video.
Well, this is always certainly an honor for me to be here today representing United States Senator Angus King, but also it's an honor for me because I'm a rural Western Maine boy. We have a unique opportunity here to let the rest of the world know what a tremendous area rural Western Maine is, how beautiful it is, and today is a perfect example of that. One of the things that I wanted to say to everybody today is take a moment, and the people that are in the vehicle with you, that are here supporting you, take a moment right now to thank them, but also to tell you how much you love them. Because they're here to support you on a beautiful Saturday night in June, and so those 3 words will mean everything to them. The other thing that I would like to say is, in my numbered years, one of the things that I've learned is that I think throughout the course of your life, you'll be able to put everyone that you know into 4 categories. Family, friends, people that you work with. And these are the 4 categories. There are the people that say, I can't. The people that say, I don't. The people that say, I won't. And the people that say, I can. Now, if you think about that, 75% of those categories are negative categories. Only 25% of those categories are positive. And you're demonstrating through your actions, going back to school when you didn't have to, separating yourself from everybody else. You should have great pride because tonight you're part of that 25%. You're part of the people that say, I can. So congratulations to you for that. So going forward, don't look at this as an ending, because this is really a beginning. If you can do this, no matter what anybody tells you, If you remain an I can person and you surround yourself with I can people, you're going to have a tremendous life and accomplish tremendous things. So with that, it's an honor for me to introduce my boss, United States Senator Angus King. Thank you very much.
Graduation, a special graduation, a tough graduation this year because of what we've all been through, because we haven't been able to be together. You haven't been able to be together to experience and learn from one another, but it's a year that I know we're all going to remember. Before going too much further, I want to acknowledge that one of your classmates was lost this spring, and that's a sadness for all of us. For those of you who are graduating, who are moving on today, I really want to congratulate you, because what you've done is a real expression of initiative and determination. It's one thing for 17 and 18-year-olds to go through school because that's what you do. And you get up in the morning and that's what you're expected to do. You all have made a conscious decision to further your education, to take advantage of the opportunity that's been offered to you, and to go on a new path in your life. Whatever age, I understand the class ranges from 17 to 68. And at whatever age, you're all people who did the most important thing, which is decide that you wanted to move forward. Abraham Lincoln was once asked what it took to be a lawyer. And he said, once you decide to do a thing, it's half done already. I think that's really great advice. And you have decided to do a thing, and it's half done, and you are now embarked on a new portion, a new path in your life. I want to encourage you in a couple of ways. One is to now take some confidence in what you've done and realize that there are more things you can do. I'm convinced that most of us in our lives are held back, not so much by income or where we live or those kinds of things, but by the little man that sits on our shoulder and says, you can't do that. You can do that. Ignore that voice and listen to the voice that says, I chose to do adult ed, to go through the process. I graduated. I did a lot of work. I can now do even more. So I think that's really the fundamental message that I want to share with you today. There's all kinds of paths open to you, whether it's military service, new employment, more education, which opens more doors, and more participation in the life of your community. So I want to congratulate you, thank you, and thank the staff who helped you to get here, the people who committed to teaching and learning in this very difficult environment this spring. Those people have made a difference in your life, and now go forth and make a difference in others' lives. Thank you for everything you've done. Congratulations on where you are now. I look forward to hopefully meeting you in person in Maine on the street or wherever. Please come up and say, hey, I was one of those people in that class. I want to tell you in person how much I admire what you've done. And thanks for what you will do for yourself, for your families, for your community, and for the state of Maine.
Okay, so it's really odd that we don't have a lot of clapping, so what we decided was you could do a little honk honk, okay? Thank you very much. And you are certainly welcome to do that when your graduate comes up here. Just don't make it last forever, okay? Okay. Before we get into the rest of the evening, I just want to pause for a moment and acknowledge the fact that we just recently lost one of our students who should have been here tonight. Julianne Bocage. Julie recently lost her life in a car accident just 2 weeks before she was supposed to be here to celebrate with us. And it is especially hard to stand here today and celebrate when we are missing one of our own. We are honored and humbled to have Julie's family here today. And at this time, I would like to invite Julie's sister Crystal to the stage to accept Julie's diploma and tassel. And then may we please observe a moment of silence in remembrance of Julie. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you, family. Okay. Just have to give me a moment. At this time, I would like to have the graduates please exit your car. And you will be coming over here, 6 feet apart. There's a good start to a lineup. And at the same time, we will be having pomp and circumstance and our school slideshow. we made them stand there and wait through that whole thing, and now you're going to stand there for another couple minutes. We have a student speaker, and I'd like Colby Brooks to come on up here. I'd like to introduce you to him. He's an enthusiastic student. No matter what he's doing, Colby is our cheerleader in many senses of the word.
Thank you, Razel. It is my pleasure to welcome parents, teachers, and my fellow classmates to tonight's graduation ceremony. We did it. We did it with even all the crazy setbacks we've come across on this journey. I never in a million years imagined my graduation would be like this. And I especially never pictured myself graduating without my close friend right next to me, who lost her life to an unexpected accident. Julie Bocage was a great friend of mine, and I want to let you all know a little something about her. She was a very kind and goofy soul who was always in high spirits. If you knew Julie, then you knew just how special she was. She will be missed dearly by so many. I wish you were here celebrating with us today. She would literally be right next to me, lined up alphabetically by our last names. But I know you are still next to me. You are out there somewhere watching us, looking down and smiling. You are still here with us in spirits, though. I can just feel it, and I thank you for our friendship. Moving on, before I break up down here, I would like to share one of my favorite quotes. The greatest glory of living lies not in never falling, but rising every time we fall. This quote makes me think about all the crazy stuff that has been happening in the world recently and how people are stepping up to these challenges, coming together, supporting each other, rising up every single time, learning from seemingly impossible situations and working together to make things better. This brings me to my next point, working together. As COVID-19 pretty much ended our senior year back in March, it took time away from us being together, being able to build some final lasting memories with our classmates, our teachers, and our friends. However, we have still found ways to work together and get through this together. To my teachers, who have been there every step of the way, lighting fires under me to get things done, thank you. I'm going to miss my phone being blown up every morning with texts asking where I am or if I was planning on coming to school at all that day, and texting me every single day reminding me to join our online meetings over the past few months when we couldn't physically be together anymore. I know that most of the time I just ignored you and went back to the bed with the mindset of, oh, whatever, I know I'll be okay. I'll still pass. Well, see, I told you, I still finished. But seriously, sorry for stressing you out, and thank you for your patience and your endless encouragement. Now I'd like to say a special thank you to my friends and family who have been by my side, giving me the confidence and structure I needed to get where I am today. I always want to be a good role model for my nephew and for others who might need a positive presence in their life. I feel blessed to have such great role models in my life. Please know that I would not be standing up here right now if it wasn't for my amazing support system. Thank you. And finally, to my fellow classmates, here's to the future. This year in particular is obviously one we will never forget. We made it. We got through it. Just imagine how incredible our futures will be. We are the class of 2020. We are the class that strived and thrived during the craziest of times. Imagine what we can accomplish next, knowing that we have already accomplished so much. I hope that you carry this with you going forward. Remember to rise up whenever you want to give up, and always remember what you accomplished in 2020 so that it helps inspire you to face any challenges that might come in the near future. I am so happy to be sharing this day with all of you. I wish you the best. Congratulations, we did it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Colby. Sorry. So now for the moment y'all been waiting for, how this is going to work today. And I'm going to point out our beautiful slide because we had to social distance, so we can't actually hand you your diplomas. It was an impressive thought. The execution we could have worked on some more. But when I call your name, you're going to come up here, get to the end of the slide, and get your diploma. You're going to catch your diploma. You also stand there a moment, and there will be a photographer here. When you're done, down there, you'll have another chance to have another picture. Okay? And honk away. Alexander C.J. Botak. Come on. You'll notice Alex has a work-ready certified honor cord, and he is a member of the National Honor Society now. Alex, he also won a faculty award. Each year, the staff and building staff choose a student who exemplifies good citizenship and is respectful, courteous, and helpful. Alex is this polite and respectful student. He worked hard and did a great job completing his coursework. You saw him up on the screen, and you also probably saw a recent article where he was the first student to finish even in the pandemic. Congratulations. Colby Keith Libby Brooks. Yes, she said it feels like playing Plinko. Elizabeth Cowles. Rihanna Sophia DeRocher. Rihanna has a work-ready certified cord. She earned that this year at school. Smile for the camera. Andrew T. DuPont. Brandon Gauthier Corno. Catch it. Make him stand. When you're, just pause after you get it so they get a good picture. And you can take off your mask when you get up here. Logan Havens. Logan is a member of the National Adult Education Honor Society. He is also the recipient of what we call the Hail Mary Award. Hail Mary Award goes to a student comes in just at the last little bit of the end of the year, and just like the last few minutes of a football game, with time running out of the clock, throws that long pass and scores. This student, he had to wait to high test till last week when he actually turned 17. He's been prepping the rest of the way. So 5 days ago, he's been testing, and he got it all done. So he wins the Hail Mary Award. Bradley Healy. That was the most fun house to deliver a cap and gown to. Emily Hinkley. Emily has also been inducted into the Adult Education National Honor Society. Brooklyn Hutchins. Brooklyn is also inducted into the Adult Education National Honor Society, and she also is the winner of our High Set Honors Award. If you see, she has a white, whoops, where'd it go? She's supposed to have a white and green cord. We'll make sure she gets it. So she came to us with a positive attitude and a willingness to work hard and a new little baby at home. And when she wasn't at school and she was taking all of her high set exams, she absolutely crushed them. She has the only student that has earned very high college readiness scores in every single test, that including the essay. She's earned the High Set Highest Honor Award. We'll be mailing her that cord. Sierra Lynn Moore. Sierra is also being inducted into the Adult Education National Honor Society. Take your masks off for your picture. Unless you really want it on. Colby B. Richardson. Colby also has been selected for the Adult Education National Honor Society. Derek John Roberts Poulin. You'll see that Derek is a member of the National Honor Society and also earned a Work Ready state certificate. And we have an award for him too, because he had we call the Perfect Attendance Award. We have never had a student who has come to school, no matter what the obstacles were, neither rain nor shine nor snowstorms. We have regular discussions all the time about the importance of showing up both in school, in life, and again, in our recent or even further back memory, we have pre-pandemic, Derek never missed a day of school. You probably saw him walking down the Turner Center Road, rain, snow, or shine, and when we moved online, he continued to join his classes, even as many of his other fellow students were struggling. It's been a pleasure. Christopher M. Storer. Christopher is also a member of the National Honor Society. Okay, over there. Angelique Swearingen. Angel. Tyler A. Tarmy. Tyler is Work Ready certified, part of the National Honor Society, and he did win a little award we like to call the 21st Century, there you go, Renaissance Award for excellence in many things. He impressed us right from the start with his high test scores, artistic talents, communication skills, and well-written, very detailed, and completed assignments. What really shocked us is all the interest this young man had outside of the classroom, from environmental issues, global concerns, anime conventions, stock market blogs, politics, my throat is dry, entrepreneurship, creative writing, and a nice, respectful guy. The potential of this young man is mind-blowing, so we just decided to honor the fact that we have a Renaissance man in our midst. Thank you. Congratulations, Tommy. Alyssa Valley. And Alyssa has also been inducted as a member of the Adult Education National Honor Society. Congratulations. And last but certainly not least, Morgan Weber. Morgan earned Work Ready certification. She's a member of the National Honor Society. She also has been nominated by her teacher for the Humanities Award, which is possessing skills and talents go far beyond excellence in English and writing. Teacher Melanie North nominated her. Had the pleasure of really getting to know this student. She's a very gifted artist, has started her own graphics art business, takes every opportunity to connect with humanity and establish real-world relevance. According to her teacher, it's always been a pleasure to read her interpretations on literature, analyze films together, and listen to her philosophical ideas. Can you tip your head and let him see your hat? And if that wasn't enough, those of you that have been around a few years know that every year we get the opportunity from, she wants to know if she gets her diploma. Not yet. Every year, Central Maine Community College gives us the opportunity to award a Courage to Grow award. And this year, Morgan is the recipient. This is to give her a free college class and to hopefully explore college life, continue on. And there is a plaque, an award letter, and some instructions on how to start your college career. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you. So congratulations, Morgan. We're trying to be so careful not to get near each other. But we can hand this because it's glass. Take it, hold it up. We also want to, our next student speaker, introduce him. He has an interesting and compelling story to tell you, and it's an honor to introduce him to you all. This is actually the first time we have met in person, and for most of the other staff. Please welcome Christopher Storer.
First off, I want to say congratulations. I don't have to tell you all that it's a different world that we live in today, but it sure has opened our eyes to how we live our lives, and now how we see things differently than just a couple months ago, when we thought our lives were normal. A man full of hatred once told me, "You will be nothing in life, and you will amount to nothing." Because of those words, I have always strived to be kind, humble, respectful to everybody that I have met throughout my adulthood year. I have strived to earn every possible certificate that I could without my diploma. I have held many jobs so far in my life, but the time has come that I've had to receive my diploma. The online learning that I was able to receive through Turner Adult Education has made it possible for me to receive my diploma, which is why I stand in front of you all today. Online classes made it possible by letting me manage work life as well as school life. One day, I was checking my email and I saw an email from Turner Adult Education offering classes on cooking, yoga, as well as many more. But I didn't see the one for the diploma program. So I decided to reach out and send them an email. Within 20 minutes of me sending that email, I got a response saying we sure do offer that program, and we are more than happy to help. Little did I know, the next day was the new chapter in my life to receiving my diploma. Staff set up courses and really truly put me to the test. They gave me the challenges and the confidence that I needed. I was able to take classes when I was not working, work at my own pace, and always had the support of the amazing, caring teachers that run the program. I have to say thank you to everyone at Turner Adult Education. The team here is truly amazing and expects the best for every person they get the chance to help and empower through education. I am so blessed that I have had the wonderful support from them all through the time to receiving my diploma. And I have to let you know, this is the first time I have actually met the team in person, but it won't be the last. The staff here at Turner Adult Education is really one big family. A family who will push you and challenge you and never give up on you. They always respond in a matter of minutes to help you figure out the assignment that you just get stuck on. With that said, I want to say thank you all for the support and the time that you have dedicated to helping me and everyone here to reach our goals. When you look at me today, can you believe that a doctor once told me when I was 30 years old that I would most likely be in a wheelchair and that I would be paralyzed from the neck down with no mobility? Well, it's true. I have cerebral palsy, and I may wake up on any given day and not be able to move anymore. With that being said, I offer some advice. Make every day your own, and you can achieve any goal that you desire. You all are as powerful as you make yourselves to be. Always believe in yourself, and you can achieve anything you put your mind to. And remember, be kind, courteous, and respectful. You never know someone's struggle. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you.
Just have one more thing, and then I'm going to ask you to hang on before you drive away. I'd like all the graduates to please exit their car and stand in the front of your own car, please. And you look this way. It's my pleasure to introduce to you our superintendent, Kimberly Brant, who will be saying a few words and moving you on your way by the traditional turning of the tassel.
Class of 2020, congratulations. I am so proud of you. MSAD 52 is so proud of you. You have not taken the traditional path. You have overcome challenges and obstacles, both small and large, and you are here tonight. Life is full of the opportunity to make decisions, and every decision that you make either closes doors or opens more doors for you. The work you have done to be here this evening has opened a huge door for you, and I look forward to learning everything that you're going to do in your life and for our state and for our country. I am honored to be able to do the turning of the tassel, so at this point, please make sure your tassel is on the right-hand side of your cap. Right? Okay. Everybody's tassel on the right-hand side? Okay. All right, I'm going to count down, and when I hit 1, I'd like you to turn it to the left, and this symbolizes the new chapter in your lives as graduates. 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Congratulations!
Thank you very much. It has been an honor. I wish every one of our teachers could be up here to tell you something. But it has been an honor and a privilege. This is so cool, isn't it? To have you as students. Please don't be strangers. What I'd like you to do now is, all of you with the green tag, everybody needs to exit to the left, please. Don't run over anybody over here. We're all going that way. And the green tags need to stop because you get a little